Now a commotion is happening. So while the dude is talking, and he like, yo, who put that there? Somebody put that there, blah, 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 right? I cracks him. Bing, right? I cracks him. He goes to Chris' side. Chris cracks him. Boom, the other way. Drops him. We start stomping him out, right?
Like the what it do, sitting with the crew. Had to get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move. Still I gotta grow in a Jimmy Choo. Break the rules. No, you're not a fool, but I'm in the mood.
What's up, y'all? It's Nate on my AK Go with Dark Skin Ambassador with another Rikers Island story. Live from the middle of Manhattan, man. Listen, this is the story about when a neutral dude, aka me, right, and a Latin king, aka a brother by the name of King Chris, right? Chris, if you ever see this, bro, reach out to me so we could get an interview in, man. Part 2, you could give your side of the story, man. Let's get it, you know what I'm saying? But me and the Latin king brother, we jumped the house thief and got caught and didn't get in trouble for it. Let's break it down, all right? So look, this is 3 Upper. I was in 3 Upper at 2 points in times, okay? So this was the second time I was in 3 Upper towards the end, like me copping out and going upstate, right? Because I went to downstate, then Green, then I went back Ulster, then I went to Queensboro, and then I went home, right? So there was this house thief. But at first, he was able to rock for quite some time because nobody with enough power yet. Rather, he was only robbing dayroom dudes and witted dudes in the beginning. So nobody cared that they was missing their stuff because, you know, like, aside from already extorting the dayroom dummies out of commissary, making them get commissary, you know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes was doing extra stuff and going in their buckets in their face and digging through it and taking extra danishes and violating them anyway. You know what I'm saying? So nobody cared if they was missing extra stuff, you feel me? But it just started getting crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy, who was also neutral, by the way, and was a dayroom dummy, right? But he was a likable dayroom dummy, and he was the perfect person that you wouldn't suspect of in the beginning, right? But like I said, he was robbing dayroom dummies at first, and eventually, a guy that I was cool with, right? My man Bolo from Queens. Now, Bolo was somebody who did not lie and he did not like to play games, you know what I'm saying? This was a dude who, he wasn't blood or Crip, but he was real cool with the person that ran the house who was a blood from the town. So he was great over the shit for that. And he was official. And he was my man. One of the more dudes that I was closer with out of everybody else. So Bolo, who slept right next to me, one day he says to me, he's like, hey, yo, bro, did you grab any extra soups on my bucket or anything? You know what I'm saying? Because we used to, like, eat meals together and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would tell him, like, yo, bro, what else we need? Yo, go grab a couple extra beef sticks on my, you know what I'm saying? Or, yo, bro, you want a snack or something? Go grab a Danish on my bucket, and, like, he'll do the same thing with me. But he asked me about the soups. I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? He like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, bro. You know, I don't like own people. You know what I'm saying? You know I ain't a thief. So I done just replaced it already. You feel me? He like, all right, bet. So boom, that's quiet. Another 2 days go by. Right? Somebody else who is not with it, not their room, he's missing some stuff now, right? And this is another person that's within a 2 to 6 bed radius around my bed in the mods, right? Now, people getting a little bit suspicious, but not saying nothing. And then as usual, day room dummies is complaining about missing stuff like that, right? So boom. Now, a couple days later go by, it's meal time again. I'm going in my bucket, I'm looking for my topping. I'm looking for my 1 pack of clams that I had left and my 1 pack of sloppy joe, right? I go look in my bucket. Everything else I bought is there, right? The sloppy joe and the clams missing. Missing. So now I'm tight because I'm like, I don't violate nobody. I don't extort dudes no more. When I see the soft dudes that need food, I ain't giving them tap outs, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done gave dudes t-shirts. Like, I'd be real nice to have somebody disrespect me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that type of dude. Like, I get appalled when somebody disrespect me. I lead with love all the time. All the time, you know what I'm saying? So now, me and Bolo, we go to this man, like I said, that run the crib. We like, yo, we got a thief in the house. He like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, bro, we have a thief in the house. He like, yo, listen, ain't none of us been hit by no thief, but if you catch him, spank him. But if you get kicked out the crib and you got to go to the box for that, cool. But you know what I'm saying? If you catch him, spank him. We don't like thieves. We the only thieves that's allowed to thief in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm like, I bet. So from that point on, me and Bolo, we running our investigation, right? So look, 2-3 days go by, me and Bolo doing our research. It ends up with this day room dude. The dude who had the day room. And if you watch previous stories, this is somebody who started out very, very soft, very, very with it, but ended up getting likability, and then he becomes the leader of the other day room dummies, and they allowed to like control other day room dummies and stuff like that. And with time, you'll be able to start getting your fights in if you're not scared to fight, and possibly, you know, climb up the ranks a little bit. So me and Bolo find out it's this dude, but this is only from hearsay, not he say, she say, but we asked the people around his bed, like, yo, y'all seen like anything crazy? Like, y'all been missing stuff too? And they're like, yo, listen, Nas, like I said, Nas is my name on the island. He like, yo, listen, because you not like the rest of them, I'm gonna let you know it's him. Bad number is such and such. I'm like, him? I was just starting to like this dude, right? But I'm tight, because I'm like, not only he been robbing me, he been robbing my mans, and he been robbing a whole bunch of other people, including people who get extorted just like him. So I'm like, what type of, you keeping it all for yourself? You not even sharing it with the other dudes that soft just like you? Like, now you're just being selfish. And then this is a dude who, his mother come and visit him every week. She stays setting him out. So it's like, even though he getting extorted, he always got something. So it ain't even like it's a dire situation. You feel me? Now enter the Land King, all right? My boy, King Chris. Now boom. He hates thieves. He hates thieves. Hates thieves. Hates thieves. Hates thieves. Hates thieves. Hates them a lot, right? I tell him, I'm like, yo, bro, we found the thief. We found the thief that robbed your mans, because he had a mans who was Spanish, right? Who he was thinking about putting down as king, but he wanted them to like get his weight up first, because you know he came in being soft and with it. And he ended up getting robbed. He like, yeah, dude robbed my mans. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, yo, listen. When they doing the break and they doing the count, we just gonna grab his bucket, we gonna look in his bucket, and if he got anything extra, we just gonna spank him right then and there, right? He agreed to it. It's like, cool. So now the count comes. But at the same time the count is coming, there's a couple new guys coming into the house who have nothing to do with this story, right? So that's just extra time that is taken for them to come back. So we really unsupervised, and everybody's supposed to be at their bed. So, me, Bolo, Chris, we walk to the dude's bed, right? We like, yo, we heard you been stealing, my nigga. Like, for what? You on some Robin Hood shit? You know what I'm saying? Huh? Like, what's up with you? Like, yo, I ain't never been stealing. Word of my mother. But guilt on his face, right? So then Chris is like, hey, yo, bro, let me see your bucket. He like, nah, I ain't got it. Blah, 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 blah. We're like, yo, you acting like you not a day room nigga. Let me see your bucket before I beat you up. I go under the bed while they talking. I just grab the bucket and I open the bucket, right? On the left corner, it's my clams and my sloppy right next to each other, right? Bolo see a couple of things that he was missing, all right? The Spanish homie of Chris, he see his stuff, right? The couple of the dudes that's around him, they go look. So now the dudes that run the crib, they on the other side, but they end up over there. Now a commotion is happening. So while the dude is talking, and he like, yo, who put that there? Somebody put that there, blah, 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 right? I cracks him. Bing, right? I cracks him. He goes to Chris' side. Chris cracks him. Boom, the other way. Drops him. We start stomping him out, right? Stomping a mud hole in his ass, right? Spanking him. Everybody else is just letting us do our thing. Bolo just watching. He laughing and shit like that. Boom, the CO comes in. They grab me and Chris. They're like, yo, what y'all doing? Why y'all jumping this kid? Blah, 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 blah. We like, yo, he been stealing from everybody. You know what I'm saying? He deserved to get smoked, right? So they asking around. They like, yo, is this true? There's only one way to prove this. Everybody get y'all last commissary list out. Because when you go to commissary, everybody has a list. This is how they try to prevent, you know what I'm saying, like theft and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying, that don't work because people still gonna get extorted anyway, you know what I'm saying? But then everybody look at each other's list and they see that this man clearly has like $20, $30 more food than he even paid for, and he already be eating good, maxing out $115 every single go round, because like I said, his mom takes care of him. You feel me? So what they do is they packed him up, sent him to another house, and instead of packing me and Chris up, they said, hey, good looking for finding the thief, but you know, next time I'm not gonna be able to let y'all slide, but you know, cool, whatever. It just so happened that this happened where we had a good CO who didn't want to do the paperwork and understood that, you know, like the man was stealing. Like, we gonna spank him for stealing and then we get in trouble with him? He a thief, right? And that's just how it went. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.